And we'll never be royals. It's a run in our blood.
I've had the iPhone 14 Pro for 70 days, 2 months and 10 days, and I think this is the perfect time for me to do a review. I had the 13 Pro Max before I had the iPhone 14 Pro. I did not opt for the big one because, as I said, the big one is very big. So, do I enjoy it? What are the changes from 13 Pro Max? How good is this phone? What is new about this phone compared to the previous generation? Let's talk about all that. Number of cameras is the same, but the camera quality has improved substantially. And I know a lot of people say that, hey, if you have the 13 Pro Max, if you get the 14 Pro Max or the 14 Pro, you're not going to notice a lot of differences. I think those guys are wrong and mistaken. There is a huge or substantial difference. I would say 15 to 20% is a lot. When you take photographs, when you do videos, I think you will notice it. The 4K quality is immensely good. The portrait aperture, everything is so tightened and so perfect that I take some shots and people are just in awe. But you know how people are, they don't want to appreciate, but I'm telling you, the photograph system on this is absolute. The camera system on this is absolutely brilliant, especially the portrait mode. I think it's more usable than it has ever been before. So camera is a major plus. I would give the camera on the iPhone 14 Pro a good 9. Always on screen display now, and I like to keep this on most of the time because I figured out how to save the battery on this. And you know, it's a very nice display. You're always looking at the wallpaper. It's plenty good. I like to use the Apple stock wallpaper, although I do keep changing it now and then. The screen quality is very good, much better than the 13 Pro Max. I don't know how Apple do this year on year, but every year if you do upgrade, you will notice a 20% improvement at least to my naked eyes. The screen is very good. I love the night shift. I think this screen quality is a lot less. It has a lot less blue lights which it emits because I feel the pressure on my eyes is a lot less. It could be because the screen is much smaller. Do I miss the big screen? Not at all. I don't miss having a big bulky iPhone 14 Pro Max or a 13 Pro Max, and the reason for that is, for the longest I really thought about it, and I thought that, you know, people who have the smaller phone are trying to save a couple of bucks, but dude, why am I trying to show off so much? You know, at the end of the day, it's my phone. I should not worry about what people are thinking. That's why I got the purple. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful color. I think it's a good quality. Is the build quality perfect? Not at all. I don't think it's perfect. Is it easy to hold one-handed? It is so much better than my 13 Pro Max, which was a bullet or a dumbbell. So the build quality and the durability is a lot better. The screen quality I would give a 9 on 10. The build quality I would give an 8 on 10. Apple can do better than this interface. I don't like the boxiness of this, but I've gotten used to it. I must know about is the battery life. I have gotten used to charging this phone to 80% in the morning, and then on my commute to work it is plugged into my car, so it's also charging. With 83%, if my workday starts, let's say at 12 p.m. or 1 p.m., I think I'm good till about 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. The battery will go down by maybe 40%. It'll go down to 40%. When the battery goes down to 40%, I am always near a charger, and I put it back to 80%. So I keep swapping between 40 to an 80%. Sometimes I do charge it to 100% when I'm not paying attention, and the battery health is still at 100% for me. So that's pretty good. So the battery life is not, is the 13 Pro Max substantially better? Yes. If a 13 Pro Max is 10, then this is probably a 7 or 7.5, but I'm okay with that. I've made peace with that because I'm a very resourceful guy who's always around battery chargers. How much time does it take to charge from 40 to 80? I would say if you're using a 20 watt adapter, I have at least 10 of these. If you're using a 20 watt adapter and the original iPhone cable, it'll charge 40 to 100 or 30 to 80. 30 to 80 would take about 40 minutes, and 40 to 80 would take about 35 minutes. There you have it. The dynamic island, oh my god, I love this speed feature. It has totally improved my multitasking. Supposing I'm in YouTube and I go out of it and it's playing in the backdrop, and supposing I go to my Google Maps also, I can always swap between them. I can't show it to you right now because it won't make much sense, but you always have the option of swapping between the apps, whether you're watching Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Google Maps. The multitasking has never been easier. Dynamic Island is a complete 10 on 10 feature. It's not a gimmick. I'm telling you, it's not a gimmick. I don't know how I live without it this long, man. With this phone, I have noticed that the 13 Pro Max was substantially louder, much louder. But I'm not complaining because I have more Bluetooth speakers than I need. This is the Revolve Plus 2. This is the Bose Flex. But the inbuilt sound system, it's not very loud. The 13 Pro Max and the 11 Pro Max, they were definitely louder than the 14 Pro. I would give the speaker is very clear. I mean, I can sit in a room and play it. But this is 100%, man. I mean, it's okay, but sometimes I need to use my Bluetooth speakers. It's because it's not that all that. Now let's talk about the performance. Like I said, the camera is pretty good, the screen is pretty good, the sound is okay, and I said the build quality is very good. The camera and the video setup is amazing. The call quality is very good, and I think it is one of the departments people don't talk about with the iPhone, but the signal quality and the signal strength and the Wi-Fi calling feature, Apple has perfected. So if you have an Android and you think you're getting the great end of the spectrum with a Pixel, or I have a Pixel also which runs Geo, this runs Airtel, 5G works flawless. It doesn't work flawlessly, I'm gonna lie if I say it works flawlessly, but this does as good as it can to give me a connection everywhere I go. Compared to the 13 Pro Max, this is a step up. You will notice better call quality and signal quality and 5G availability all across the spectrum. It is much better, okay? As far as speed is concerned, the 13 Pro Max was a very speedy phone, but this completely blows it out of the water. For example, if I'm sending a 2-minute video to my friends, which I have just recorded on WhatsApp, this will send that 2-minute video. You know, it spins so fast that in a matter of 4 or 6 seconds, your video will be ready to be exported to WhatsApp. So the speed is fantastic. The typing experience on this, let me show you. I'm just gonna type something for you guys. The words you're about to type, and it is a complete party. Not patty. Right now I have my camera in the middle of this phone and me, so it's obstructing my efficacy. But anyway, you get the drift. It's good. YOLO. Anyways, dude, so typing is very good. Is it better than the 13 Pro Max? I'm not sure. I think a bigger phone warrants for a better keyboard. A smaller phone, even with my average size hands, I think the 13 Pro Max was slightly better, maybe 1% better, but I still think this is a 10. I don't miss it. When you get a new phone, you definitely like to use the keyboard more often. Now let's talk about whether or not you need a screen protector. I have got a 175 rupee screen protector, which I'll link in the description, from Amazon. The demerit of the screen protector is that when you put a case, it tends to bubble up like this, and it's kind of wonky. I just don't want to mess the screen up, so that's why I am doing this. As far as Bluetooth connectivity and all other kinds of connectivities is concerned, you can expect nothing but the best from Apple. So overall, I would say this phone is a strong 9 on 10. Did I pay full price for it? I'll leave that for another video. Thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate you, and I shall see you when I do. Peace out.